the Palestinians want to go back to Gaza is they have no alternative. The only reason the Palestinians want to go back to Gaza is they have no alternative. It's right now a demolition site. This is just a demolition site. Virtually every building is down. They're living under fallen concrete that's very dangerous and very precarious. They instead can occupy all of a beautiful area with homes and safety, and they can live out their lives in peace and harmony instead of having to go back and do it again. The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area. Do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years.
Would Palestinians have the right to return if they left while the rebuilding was happening?
It would be my hope that we could do something really nice, really good, where they wouldn't want to return. Why would they want to return? The place has been hell. It's been one of the meanest, toughest places on earth. And right now, I've seen every picture from every angle, better than if I were there. And nobody can live there. You can't live there. So if we can build them through massive amounts of money supplied by other people, very rich nations, and they're willing to supply it. If we can build something for them in one of the countries, and it could be Jordan, and it could be Egypt, it could be other countries, and you could build 4 or 5 or 6 areas. It doesn't have to be one area, but you take certain areas and you build really good quality housing, like a beautiful town, like someplace where they can live and not die, because Gaza is a guarantee that they're going to end up dying. The same thing's going to happen again. It's happened over and over again, and it's going to happen again as sure as you're standing there, Peter. So I hope that we could do something where they wouldn't want to go back. Who would want to go back? They've experienced nothing but death and destruction.
Now, because the constituents are calling, that's just to find out where the money is in the system. Now we have to have cuts. You cannot cut a penny from federal spending unless you start in the Defense Department. Let me say this again. Let's have an adult conversation. Unless you start in the Defense Department, you cannot.
The golden pager was, I mean, this is disgusting. This was presented to Donald Trump by Benjamin Netanyahu. It's a golden pager, an Apollo pager, modeled after the pagers that we all know were infiltrated by Mossad agents and planted with explosives to detonate, and on over 3,000 users. Many of them were like Hezbollah reservists, but also children and first responders were badly injured and killed by these pagers. And it was put on an old cedar tree trunk or an olive tree trunk, probably stolen from Palestinians, to Donald J. Trump, our greatest friend and greatest ally, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. What's your take on this pager?
He loves to just flash what a sociopath he is. And Trump is fine with debasing himself by accepting this and celebrating this. I mean, this terror attack that was used to, kill and maim children in Lebanon, and they're fine to openly celebrate it. It just speaks again to the complete normalization of sadism if it's done at the behest of Israel. No other foreign leader, I think, could get away with doing something like this.
No.
Maybe Zelensky back when his currency, his cachet was a lot higher, but not anymore. But Israel always has a pass to flash its depravity in Washington.